This is Mac OS Ken.
Mark Gurman may have spoiled the party. Ming-Chi Kuo may be wrong. And two tales of Apple TV Plus. It is Monday, the 10th of June, 2024. WWDC 24 Day 1. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken. Brought to you by yours truly and supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/MacOSKen. Let's start with not starting with Mark Gurman's Friday afternoon leak fest. Apparently that happened, though I have not read it. I've read about it over on John Gruber's Daring Fireball. Why have I not read the thing itself? Because I want to be surprised. Gruber says he only knows of one feature for one platform that isn't in Gurman's report. In Gruber's estimation, it is such a small feature, he figures Gurman just left it out of his post, called Here's Everything Apple Plans to Show at its AI-focused WWDC event. Yeah, he thinks Gurman left that one thing out because it wasn't worth doing. Beneath Gurman's threshold for newsworthiness, is Gruber's thinking. So if you want to know everything Apple is likely to say before Apple says it, you can read Gurman's post online or Gruber's point-by-point take on Gurman's post. I may change my mind, but right now I just want to wait and hear what they say when they say it. Okay, there is one thing Gurman says that I will hit. Just because. Engadget has read Gurman's post. According to the latter, according to the former, Apple's AI play will not be called artificial intelligence. It will be called Apple Intelligence. And I gotta say, I am really annoyed that I didn't think of that one myself. Apple Watch, Apple Music, Apple TV, Apple News. AI can stand for Apple Intelligence. More importantly, vice versa. As Engadget's Devendra Hardavar puts it, leave it to Apple to find some way to redefine the term AI. I am digging the realization that many Apple watchers are coming to. As a headline from TechCrunch puts it, Apple needs to focus on making AI useful, not flashy. This is similar to a statement from a financial analyst a few weeks back. I've been searching previous scripts, but sadly I can't remember which one it was, but this analyst indicated that what Apple needs and will likely offer are one or two features that will basically transform iPhone for iPhone users. Weighing in with his own thoughts on Apple and AI, whatever you think that stands for, is TF International analyst Ming-Chi Kuo. He took to Medium on Sunday with a list of most frequently asked questions from investors and his thoughts about the highly anticipated WWDC 2024. Personally, I've got some problems with some of his thoughts. Let's hit some of his questions and his answers. How does the market view WWDC 2024? According to the analyst, the market expects Apple to redefine user behavior with on-device AI and drive hardware replacement demand. The continuous rise in Apple's stock price over the past few weeks indicates a positive market sentiment toward WWDC 2024. The thing is, he doesn't see a hardware upgrade cycle coming out of Apple's AI announcements. Parroting the question, will the AI features of iOS 18 help drive iPhone replacement demand? The analyst says his latest supply chain surveys show Apple building fewer iPhone 16 models this year than it built iPhone 15 last year. He says that may mean that Apple may currently believe that iOS 18 will have limited help in driving replacement demand, though he does concede Apple may change its shipment estimates based on market feedback after WWDC. I know the supply chain is where he runs and plays, but as Apple CEO Tim Cook would imply, analysts basing much on reads of the supply chain is folly. Summing up some of his WWDC expectations, Ming-Chi Kuo says after the event, Apple will no longer be seen as a laggard in the AI industry. AI will be ubiquitous in Apple's main applications, showcasing Apple's advantage in user interface design. Improvements to Siri will be one of the key highlights. In the long term, says the analyst, Apple's investments in AI are seen as positively contributing to hardware replacement demand and the service business. But in the short term, significant revenue and profit growth due to AI may take more work to achieve. If these words are reaching you somehow, there's practically no way you don't know when the WWDC keynote is, but I'll remind you just to do it. It's today, specifically 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, other times and other time zones. You can watch along with the rest of the world on Apple's events page, apple.com/events. You can watch it on Apple's YouTube channel, youtube.com/Apple. You can watch it through Apple's TV app on Apple TV, iPhone, iPad, the Mac, and many other connected devices. If the time doesn't work for you, it will be available to watch on demand in all of those places soon after. Probably immediately after, actually. It should be made available as both an audio podcast and a video podcast soon after. Bloggers will blog, social media will be full of reaction, and of course, we will hit highlights right here on Tuesday. This feels fast, but not bad. A piece from Mac Rumors says models of Apple's M3-powered MacBook Air have turned up in the company's refurbished store. As of this writing, both the 13-inch and 15-inch models are available. They range in price from $929 at the low end to as high as $2,119. That's a range of specs and all 4 finishes. Personally, I've had a few refurbished Macs over the years, and they are as good as brand new. They're actually better than my last brand new Mac, thanks to that Mac's dumb butterfly keyboard, but whatever. Mac Rumor says they are subject to a refurbishment process that includes full functionality testing, with any defective modules replaced, as well as a thorough cleaning and inspection. Refurbished products are eligible for Apple Care Plus and have the same 14-day return period as new Apple devices. We'll wrap the day with some talk of Apple TV Plus because I doubt we'll have time for that later this week. First of all, the Apple TV Plus sci-fi drama Dark Matter is still lighting up the streaming charts. Cult of Mac says the Joel Edgerton, Jennifer Connelly series about a guy who is pulled into an alternate reality by the version of him from that reality is still doing well on the Just Watch chart and crushing it on Real Good. For Just Watch, the series was number 4 for U.S. TV shows for the period from the 27th of May through the 2nd of June. The show did 2 better for the other tracker. For the week ending the 30th of May, Dark Matter finished in the 2nd spot. The Netflix crime drama Eric was tops on both of the lists for the aforementioned time periods. Apple TV Plus currently has no other shows on either top 10 list, though that might change soon. The limited series adaptation of the Scott Turow novel Presumed Innocent is set to launch this Wednesday. Jake Gyllenhaal, Ruth Negga, and Peter Sarsgaard star. David E. Kelley serves as showrunner and producer, with J.J. Abrams among the executive producers. Big names all around, plus name recognition from the 1990s film adaptation starring Harrison Ford and the aforementioned bestseller. Originally set for the Friday lineup, the series has shifted to Wednesdays. It premieres this Wednesday, the 12th of June, with 2 episodes. They'll be followed by 1 per Wednesday through the limited series finale on Wednesday, the 24th of July. While waiting for today's keynote, you can catch a trailer for Presumed Innocent on YouTube. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Enjoy the WWDC keynote. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.